This one I'm recording on Valentine's Day. This is a card, one of the cards I got for Tom. Cute little dogs. So, of course I always get more than one card for Tom. Today, as I continue getting toward the end of the recordings of Molasses Moon, my book, nonfiction, I think I'll show you, since Kindle is what made this possible, I might show you how the Kindle books work on little smartphones. Okay, first, this is my Android cell phone, and I'll show you, this is the reflections it's showing right now. I won't take too much time, I'll try not to, because I want to get into the reading today of the last chapter. But in case you want to know, this is a Samsung and it's with Verizon, since they have the best coverage for our more local, smaller areas with less compacted populations. Now I'll turn on the phone and show you. I don't know how much will show. These are less glare. There's what I have on my cell phone. That's just my good-looking husband, and you've seen this photo if you've looked at any of my Amazon books. My husband Tom standing next to his pickup. And let's see here. Now maybe you can see the Kindle app. Yeah. I'm going to click on that. And here's what it brings up on the page. The list of my Kindle books. Now I can turn it this way. It's kind of a neat app. I like the little person sitting under the tree reading. Now on my Kindle, I don't know if you can see them very well, but in my Kindle app on my cell phone, there's the Price of Black Diamonds, one of my books. Dark Diamond Twilight, of course, another one of my books. And then I have, I think that's Full Moon Rising. Oh no, we've got New Moon Blues on the bottom there. And Escape from Mount Moriah, that's on there. That's also a book that I've been reading. Had finished reading the whole book by Jack Engelhard. Memoirs of a Refugee Child. Okay, I'm going to click on the Price of Black Diamonds. This is how it looks on my cell phone, the book cover. And then to turn the pages, you can either tap on the edge. So where's my finger? Tap on the edge to turn pages. Or do the swirl across. I'm not sure if it works. Yeah, it works both ways. And here's the second page on the cell phone. And then you can see on the bottom I have the hyperlinks to let you go internally in the book quickly. And whenever you get to one of those, you can always click the back button. To do that, though, to make it work right, instead of doing the back button here on the phone, on the bottom, you hit the menu to get the menu there from the Kindle. And then if you hit the back button there, where it says back on the menu for the Kindle, that'll put you back to where you were within the Kindle app. Okay, so what shall I do? And on the Kindle app, you can also see the little A. That's for the view options. The same there as on my Kindle Fire. You can change the background reading from a black background with white print to a more typical white background or parchment background with black print. I'll go to the third page in that little book. And there you have one of the photos I have in the Kindle book of Joe Carpine with a newspaper article that was from the Denver Post back in the 70s. And that's explained in the article or the story. And it shows the print. That's really kind of handy reading on these little things too, when you just want to, just keep up with something you were working on. What else should I show you? I guess that's good enough there. But I am going to go back to the beginning of that book, because I like to open up on the cover. I love that cover. That piece of coal was one that Joe Carpine has as a keepsake. Okay, so now I'll go shut off my cell phone. And here's the Kindle with in the cover, my black book, Kindle Fire. And I got I don't remember the name of the cover, but it's one of the main two that are advertised. And you just turn around, and it has a little strap on the back if you want to just hold it and read it like that. You just put your hand inside there, or as I've been doing, you push the tabs and then pull the Kindle forward. And the button for turning it on is, well, it's on the top or the bottom, depending on how you want to do it. And I think for me it'll be handier on the bottom. You can see now it's off. It's just being a wonderful mirror. You've got the mirror within the mirror. So I have a hard time deciding which way to go with this. This shows my little netbook. Webcam, which is where I'm recording this. Okay, now I will turn it on. And there you see the little ribbon you need to pull across. Oops. It pulls across, and then it opened up to my home. And there you see Molasses Moon again. I was going to go and show you a little bit more and some photos. Maybe I will real quick. This is the gallery app that comes with the Kindle Fire. Let's see, I can't get that showing real well. But I'm going to click on that gallery app. That's my photos in here, and it comes up with this. I love stained glass. This is the book cover for Myrtle's Ultimate Mystery. And what else shall I say about that? Okay. Now go back to my home screen. And go back to Molasses Moon. Click on that. Open it up. Here's where we are. Chapter the last. Coming or going home. Now let's see. Okay, here we go. Now I mentioned somewhere, I don't remember where, that there is also an epilogue to this book and some sort of last words and blurbs after that. There's a photo series. So even when we get to the last page of the last chapter, there's still the epilogue and there's still more. So it still could take a while, a few more videos, I don't know how many, to read this whole thing. I made a comment on the previous video. Actually, I think, yeah, it was the most recent one that I uploaded. That was number 35. And I made a comment there about feelings of whether I want to upload all the videos on this book or stop at some point. Anyway, if you're interested, you can read that comment there on video number 35. I do at least want to do videos on all these, and whether I upload all of them or not just will depend on, you know, how things work out. I'd like to anyway, upload all of them, so you'll have the whole book here. Okay, chapter the last, going home. A future I plan to avoid. Endless crowds, buses, light rail, subways, no individually owned automobiles, no individually owned anything. Blobdom. The bland brigade has achieved boredom. The big synthesis. The doomsday clock has replaced Big Ben. We've passed through Hegel's dialectic. The life and physical reality thesis has long given way to the controlled stagnation through environmentalism antithesis, which has settled comfortably into the big S of the double M. It's the mega merger of death in life in the big city. At least the era of the second cave is over. The I is gone, along with the spice, fizz, fire, freedom, and fun. The primitive is defunct, too. The we has triumphed. The world stands with its peoples united, merged, and joined at the hip. No thought is necessary or possible. I have failed. I'm sorry. All I can say is, if this is the future, I'm glad I won't be here. I, the philosopher recluse, with the hard head and strong backbone. I of the Rolls Royce and the rolling mountain meadow grasses, which I wanted to own and enjoy as my own private backyard. I of the gem books and the molasses moon. I will be gone then, if that comes to pass. I'll be having a refreshing ice water with lime, chatting in the open air under the free stars with UC, formerly my unconscious mind, now my best friend next to Tom. He's here too, along with my family and friends, and my readers. I wouldn't go back to the stars without you, would I? You didn't think I'd abandon you, did you? Hell no, I wouldn't. Hold the line a minute. I hear a message coming in. It's for me. Okay, while you hold that thought, I think I need to take a drink of water and I need to get some coconut oil. This type of reading is really drying up the soul. I've showed this once before. The coconut oil I use for almost everything. That's great for chapstick because you know you can just eat it. You don't have to worry about what you're getting into your system. I still use regular chapstick too, though. But it's been a long time. It served me well. I don't want to give up on things, even in their dark hour of maybe having too much crap in them. The human body's amazing. Even one like mine with not much of a liver from when I was 9 can handle an amazing amount of toxic input. You think maybe we might have been designed that way because the big designer knew what we might evolve into, what messes we might get in, what toys we might develop and create. Well, I think he was smarter than we could imagine. He, she, it, whatever. Okay, my message coming in. And my lips are all ready. What? I have to go back? Where? As if I didn't know. To Earth? Again? I just fell from daydreams of paradise back to the present. After this time? You've got to be kidding. Asterisk. Now I don't know how many's there, but I've got quite a few. I think there's 8. No. 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 Another 8 asterisks. Well, maybe. If you let me make some money. There won't be money? No cash? No credit? No Visa cards? No money machines? But will the Blind Brigade win? No way. I'm not coming back. No gold maid can push me into another room or out of it. No way, Jose. No way, Herman, either. 8 asterisks. You say I could write books? Whatever type I want? I can say what I want? And I'll get published by bright big red Phantom because I've paid my dues. Yes. But why would books still exist if the Bland Brigade won and cash no longer flowed? Oh, without books, there's no hope whatsoever of winning any game, even by cheating, or of cheating a winning game. Without the ability to hold a beautifully presented book in your hands, a Kindle device will work very fine as a starter. See my hands there? I still also want to hold a physical book from a brick and mortar bookstore someday. But this came first, and without this, and without Jeff Bezos and Amazon Kindle KDP Select, and the free promo of the 5 days within 3 months, be a lot of people who've written books, like me, who have never got them out. All the books you wouldn't have been able to read, or at least have the choice to read. Okay, that's from the present again. Let me get back to this. So you see, what I know now, I really don't think I'd want to be published by even the big red bird. I'm sorry, Rooster. I don't know. Without the ability to hold a beautifully presented book in your hands, a Kindle device will work very fine as a starter and an alternative. See the future, which is now. A book that you own, and to read that book. Without this central pleasure, life has no meaning. Life isn't worth it. Reality would cease. That would be the very last straw. Books being gone. God would no longer put up with us. Even dogs would abandon us. My goodness. Can you tell I love books? Well, I'll think about it, but it's my choice. You know it, and I know it. My choice. You can't make me. I don't care who you are, or if you did write the laws of physics that started this whole Big Bang mess. It might have been another kind of mess, I don't know. That's me from the present. Whether it was a Big Bang or some other dynamic design that was designed to evolve, that's me again from the present. I mean, if he could make up and design a whole universe like this, certainly it wouldn't have just been static. With everything created as it was and forever and ever, amen, there would be change. Even in those made in his image, if that's what he did, which would make sense. Okay, back to the book. Okay, I made myself. Not a bad design if I say so myself. Now from the future, I don't know if that's true, but it makes a good speculation. It's too bad I couldn't maintain it properly. Give me a while before my cue. Let me look into this. They need me? Well, but I have to get something out of it. I have to get paid. Somehow. A mansion? No editing without my consent? A maid? Oh, wow. That was an insert from the present. I started to say pleasure instead of present. Oh, wow, and a maid. A body that maintains itself? Might almost be there with magnesium, but there's still a ways to go. That's from present too. Without decay or weight gain or cellulite, whichever way it's said. I don't have to brush my teeth. I can sleep as much as I want anytime. But still, why would I want to come back to Earth for that? I could have it on Kashmir, with no hassle, no negotiation. No thanks. I don't care how much more satisfying the sensations are in a physical world. I just don't want to be a blob. I'll change that. Oh, damn. Sigh. It isn't going to be easy. I tried this time. It failed so far. I think. Hell. We'll see. We'll see. Give me some time to recharge. What do you think, UC? Single asterisk. I could title my first book, I'm Back, but only for a book, with a rooster on the spine. And from now, I still like the red rooster. I like the logo. I like mine too, though, my Kindle Glow Books little house. At least books will still have spines. I wonder if the human body will change with the synthetic philosophy. And how will I conceive my own ideas if I'm blobbed thoughtlessly together with everyone else? It's hard enough to think clearly this time around, let alone communicate those thoughts in plain, simple, silly terms. I had a little burp there. Excuse me. People need to be entertained, you know. That never changes, for blobs or individuals. I'm not sure the physical reality game is worth this. Maybe we should scrap it and start over again. What do you think, angels? We could put our separate, uniquely individual heads together and come up with a safety feature to keep our heads separate when we're working together down there, here, on that hard physical plane. We could ban the Reds off to their own universe and quarantine them. We could make a magnetic factor repulsing the wrong type of religions from being formed. How could we control each other, you wonder? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should each be responsible for ourselves. Trying to obey the being our brother's keeper religious rule is what got us into this mess. But forget that crap. What about my formula? Q equals 1/2 3 times 4. I just noticed something I need to edit. In this book now it has Q plus 1/2 3 times 4. That plus is supposed to be an equal sign. Yeah, what about my matter undermined? Oh, heck. The development of that in the physical realm requires strong, healthy, separate, uniquely individual minds not polluted by too much human synthesis or sentimentalism. Doesn't it make you wonder why anyone would want to go back to Earth if blobdom becomes the story of the day? It's likely no one would freely choose to play that game. Maybe it's like the war when nobody showed up. Makes me wonder why anyone's here now. I can understand the wild card hardheads. They like to practice doing the impossible. And I guess if people read Stephen King, they like hardy living. You see flash that as hardly during one of my edit reviews. Hardly instead of hardy. They might get bored if life were too easy. Some people don't like having options. Some people probably don't mind having blow dryers without paper towels in public restrooms, though I can't imagine that. Speaking of multiple choices, I don't mind light rail and other types of mass transit. They're wonderful options. Some people don't like to drive. Others can't. It's just that I want to operate my own individually powered and privately owned vehicle. Nothing gives me a stronger sense of freedom and fun. Wandering around the streets in my car stokes my fire, too. Biz and spice are other matters. To get back to the option at hand, I don't know if I'll come back to Earth again. It'll probably boil down to how good a deal I get and whether I have better options elsewhere. I surely didn't do a good job of negotiating for timely success in this life. But enjoying the company of Tom, my family, and friends is making up for my failures. And I do enjoy writing, even if I'm the only one who reads it. I'm sorry, but you're not an angel on my shoulder yet. You're still an angel in my imagination. That was when I wrote this in '94. Different story now, huh? For those who are watching this, and those who have bought and read the book on Amazon Kindle. I'll have to wait and see. My current tour of duty isn't done yet, though I doubt I ever choose to come here from a sense of duty. I doubt I ever chose to come here from a sense of duty. I don't have one of those. That doesn't mean I don't take my responsibilities seriously. I do. I really don't know where I'm headed now. Since it's 5 minutes before 7, I should quit. Star Trek's on at 7. It's Sunday, March 27th. I cheated and started this last chapter before finishing 13, and after writing the preface. I'll stop here and write the rest of this chapter later, in bits and pieces. I think I should have some of the end to write when I get there, don't you? Asterisk. And we're not done yet with the last chapter, but I think I'll pause there. I've probably done a pretty long video when I think about how long I spent showing you the Kindle app on my little Samsung Fascinate cell phone, smartphone, Android. I love it. I didn't think I would ever get a cell phone, but now that I have one and experience the advantages, I really like that little thing, just like I liked this little thing. And here's where we left off. So, another day, another story, another pause. So, I hope you're reading some more good books. And I hope we keep enjoying books. I hope we keep our freedom. We'll see you later.